So Quad Force 1 coming third. Who comes in first or second? Well, we can tell you it's going to be Raiden or XBlades, which I guess is not going to be a huge surprise to people who've been following the DCL. But who is it going to be? It's going to be on Slope Dope, as you requested. It's going to be XBlades against Raiden Racing. What do we get? Let's see. Dark X and FPV Gilbert, Vincent Myers and Costa. Yeah. Okay, the grand final starts now. Dark X and FPV Gilbert in light blue for the former world champions XBlades Racing. Vincent Myers and Costa FPV in yellow for the current world champions, Raiden. And it's a 1-2 for Raiden up front after Dark X had started very well. They both managed to slip past him, but with hundredths of a second, we know this may not stay the same for very long. FPV Gilbert's giving us a good view of all the pilots who are ahead of him. And now he's got caught there, but Myers has gone worse. That's uncharacteristic of Myers, having a problem on a gate like that. So we'll go with Dark X's view, who's not in the lead, as we've seen him do many times today as he makes way around the magenta chaise. But Costa is still in front of him. We'll power loop in a moment. Sorry, wrong bit of the castle. Torvald Gates, Torvald Tunnel first. Over the rails. Costa going very wide around them, but it's worked out for him. That looked like a slower route, but with a lot more speed, and Costa's made the power loop. There it goes. It's just vanished. Up and over the top of the castle. Costa's gone around a pylon. Dark X didn't. That's cost him ages in racing terms. He did a hard right out of that bit, but he forgot you got to go around a pylon turn. He's missed it. Costa's home. Dark X and Gilbert coming together. Myers comes in last. That cancels each other out. It's 5 points all. Oh, this sounds a bit familiar. Yeah, uncharacteristic of him to make a mistake, as I said. But Myers also not like him to make a mistake, and they cancel each other out. Otherwise, that could have been a very strong 1-2, you think, for XBlades. But no, instead it ends up being 5 points all.
Well, it's interesting to see if Longcat can really step up his game once more. Being the team captain of Raiden Racing, he's been struggling a little bit in the first matches and then suddenly came back. Let's see if he stays that way.
Exactly. So the next set of pilots, Yayu and Sally against IQ0 and Longcat. Longcat and IQ0 have been in so many races for DCL. Longcat also with team captain experience, whereas Sally and Yayu only joined the DCL for on stream last time in Vaduz. Although Yayu did join us in 2019, made it onto XBlades when we did the DCL draft live, the draft selection at the Cannes International Games Festival, back when we could travel around the world. What a good time that was. So Yayu's been on XBlades, but this is his first season he's been picked to race for them in the live events, and unfortunately this is not a race he's going to be pleased about. Can Sully get the points for XBlades? Longcat is coming for him. IQ0 is coming for him as well. Through the Torvald Tunnel on board with Longcat. Then around here, 180, and there's the second 180, and Sully's missed the turns a little bit, gone a bit wider on them, which has given Raiden a chance to both get in front of him, and by nearly a second as well. Longcat and IQ. This is the bit where if we were real-life racing, Yukatera of Raiden Racing, the manager and owner of the team, would be heart in his mouth going, don't hit each other! But it doesn't matter in virtual racing. It's a 1-2. Raiden get 4 and 3 more out of that. Sully comes in and then Yayu. That's a big load of points for Raiden with a big heat to come.
Strong performance by IQ0, Longcat together here, coming in first and second. They have been proven that they can fly together and win together, and now they just have to make one more step. Basically, they're in a good position now.
Well, it's 16 points to 15 when they raced back in Vaduz because of that tiebreaker race with the extra point to come from there. But here it's 12 points to 8 with a big heat to go. So this is it then, unless we go to a tiebreaker, which could happen. Raiden Racing have a 4-point lead over XBlades. This may be the last race of the day, the grand final. 3 laps of the big heat around Slope Dope, and it starts off with Longcat, Yayu, Dark X and Costa in the scoring positions. Then it's some Raiden, and then it's 2 more of XBlades. XBlades have got to get at least 4 points more than Raiden in this. And remember, all the top 4 positions score 4, 3, 2 and 1 respectively. So points are up for grabs. Can they tie it up? Can they win it outright now, or do Raiden run off with another win for the season? Currently it's Dark X and Sali being cancelled out by Myers and Costa. They don't want to see it like that. Dark X and Yayu in top and second. If XBlades coming in first and second, they'll get 7 points. If Raiden come in third and fourth, they'll get 3, and we will tie this series and go to another tiebreak. But if Raiden split it up as they're doing right now with Costa and Vincent around second and third or second and fourth, then that is going to spoil it for XBlades. They basically got to get first and second. Dark X is doing it up front. Yayu is very capable of getting second place as well. He's got to get past Mayans to do it. Mayans is very capable of not letting him have any part of that. Costa in fourth, then Sally. Longcat and IQ, the most experienced, brilliantly experienced pilots for Raiden. A long way down now. It's still Dark X and Yayu at the top. We're on board with Mayans, seeing what he can do about the XBlades pilots who are looking like they're going to tie this series. It's a great move. Oh my God, the aggression from Mayans has got him past Sally with time to spare. I don't know how he made that turn, and he had to do it because that's the end. Mayans, the legend who won the tiebreaker in Vaduz, has just pulled out another phenomenal end of big heat move and split Dark X and Sally. But it is Mayans coming in there ahead of Sally, and then it's Longcat in fourth. That means that XBlades get 6 points out of this race, and Raiden get 4, and Raiden get the win again. It is Raiden beating XBlades in the grand final. The winner of the virtual drone Grand Prix of Laax in Switzerland. It's the black and yellows of Raiden racing again.